Hi and welcome to Film Waffle, and here are some quick facts about the Terminator movie, the original one, which apparently in Poland was called Electronic Murderer. There is a whole run of stories about the circumstances under which James Cameron, the director, was living under when he created the Terminator movie. According to his friend and actor Lance Henriksen, who was one of the cops in the film Terminator, he actually said that when James Cameron wrote the original film, he actually did it while living in a car and with no agent, although other stories actually say that he actually fired his agent because he didn't like the Terminator story. Other stories from the likes of Cinefix and MSN actually say that he was living off of coupons sent to him by his mother that got him Big Macs that he would kind of save and try and eat them the next day if he could. Either way, let's be honest, the guy who directed Piranhas 2 was not exactly going to be living the life, was he? As we all know, the Terminator film is famous for coining the line, "I'll be back," and it stuck with Arnie throughout the rest of his career. However, the original line in the script was, "I'll come back." Meanwhile, Arnie, when he saw the script and they were shooting, actually said, "I want to say I will be back." And the reason was because of his Austrian accent. It was actually more difficult for him to say, "I'll be back." Cameron, however, was having none of it, and let's be honest, we're kind of glad of that now. And being as Arnold Schwarzenegger only actually has 58 words in total throughout the entire film to say, probably doesn't give him much say, literally, over what's in the script. Some say that he was interested only in playing the villain, whilst others say he actually wanted to play Kyle Reese, and that James Cameron kinda talked him around by saying that the audiences will be rooting for the Terminator, not for the good guys. Of course, whatever the circumstances, Arnie kinda gets his wish, because in Terminator 2 and 3, of course he's the good guy, and in the new film as well. Of course, the Terminator could have been very different. The studio actually favoured O.J. Simpson playing the Terminator, but James Cameron wasn't convinced. Other stories say that Mel Gibson was up for a role but turned it down as well. And of course, just like the movie, it was a happy ending for the Terminator. The film was shot for a measly $6 million and actually coined about $38 million in US box office alone, which was great considering the film actually didn't have a huge marketing push. If you listen to the anecdotes, there was a bit of a fight between James Cameron and Orion, who are the studios behind the film. All of which meant that the Electronic Murderer made good on his promise, "I'll come back."